There's this one question that changed how I approach things recently. Like this morning, it was that same question that made me go for the job. So this morning, I woke up and I prayed, and after praying, I felt like, let me just go for a sleep, you know. So I think it's not only me that feels that way. Let me just go for a sleep instead of going for a job early in the morning, like I usually do. So I was actually feeling very weak, and I was feeling headache. So I thought that the jog maybe would add to my problem. But the moment I asked myself, how do you feel after going for this job instead of sleeping? How do you feel? It actually changed the way I see that job, and it was what made me stand up to go for the job. And I think if everyone starts asking themselves, how do you feel after doing this thing? How do you feel? It's not the feeling that you have before doing that thing that matters. It's the feeling that you have after doing it that actually matters. And I think if you ask yourself, how do you feel after doing it? It's going to shape the way you approach that goal. So if you want to scroll on, even if you want to scroll on social media, ask yourself, how do you feel after scrolling for 2, 3, like 1, 2, 3 hours on social media, random content? How do you feel after doing it? Do you feel like, oh, you are not productive or something? I'm not talking about watching posts on YouTube, something like that. But how do you feel after scrolling through social media? Watching people dance, do their tasks. People that create content. How do you feel after doing it? Do you feel great? I don't think there's anyone that feels great after doing that. For me, I don't feel good. I feel like I've wasted my time. So that's just how the feeling is. And that's what been stopping me from scrolling lately. But I don't feel great after doing it. But for jogging, I feel like I could conquer the world after doing it. And that was what made me stood up and went for the job. So I think if you feel like you don't want to do anything for the rest of the day, just ask yourself, how do you feel after after doing those things you don't want to do? And I think it will change the way you approach them. That is my thought of sharing this morning.